34. A Canadian never stops playing. He has evolved from just being a finisher. And also some more breaking news, Mike. Kent Good, senior, will get his first career start today for North Carolina. Wambach against number 34 in purple, Austin Oppenheim. Senior faceoff man for Albany. In 20 seconds for UAlbany, gives the ball to Carolina. Harshbarger, his shot, Smith gets there, makes the, goes into the middle of the field, has it in his stick, shot. Kent Good makes the save. It's on the goal line. Cole Asheim gets there to make it official, keep it out of the back of the... Brevin Wilson operating against Grady Quill. Feed inside, Dominic Petramala finds the back of the net. Wilson to Petramala. North Carolina is off the deck. You mentioned how important it was to get Good to save, and he's the one that's 6-2 on the season when they score the first goal of the game. Here comes Wambach, down to Wilson. Macaluso lets it rip. Defense number 20 in purple, 45 in purple. Falls down. Anthony Rayo finds the back of the net. The talented freshman out of Dix Hills, New York. His 14th tally of the season. Carolina up 2-0.
Very nice play here. They fall, Albany falls down, a little bit of bad luck there.
As is Oppenheim. Peter Toman comes out with it. The Tar Heels have numbers. Toman winds up and finds the back of the net. Peter Toman reared back from the tower and is able to beat Smith 3-0 North Carolina.
Yeah, great play. Albany got a little unbalanced off the face-off, came down, and those shots from long sticks are a lot harder to save for those goalies. They're considering the timeout, but trying to wait until the TV timeout at the 8-minute mark. And
shot by Alex Pfeiffer, the senior out of Lake Grove, New York. He's a two-way midi. Shot, just gets it behind the Kessler ring. Feed up top, shot, Good is there. This stick work, able to corral that pass and get it out of harm's way. Quick shot, hits the side of the net. That was, teams do this to the Tar Heels in 2026. How do they handle? Rayo gets it to down Petramala. That's one way to solve a zone. Dial it up long distance from perhaps the best stretch shooter in college lacrosse.
Yeah, great recognition. We talked to Coach Bresci about this in terms of being able to recognize when Albany goes from man to zone and back. Great recognition, great execution, great shot by Petramala. Better, a little more athletic. He's controlling the draw, and the same thing happened on that one. So
Rayo just punishes a corner, gets to the center of the field and shoots a dart into the upper 90. The Tar Heels are rolling heavy.
Individual effort there, beats his man clean, shoots a text.
Cole Asheim, 26 in white, hawking presence, hounding.
But a nice drive to the 5-5 and rollback.
Gets right off of the whistle. And the goal is scored by Alex Pfeiffer, the senior out of Lake Grove, New York. Whistle ready, sprint to the cage, gets Albany, the Great Danes of UAlbany, on the board. Brevin Wilson going to the cage, gets inside and scores. And the goal is good. Wilson, the sophomore out of Concord, North Carolina, is able to beat the Great Dane double, tiptoes the crease, and bounces North Carolina's 6-goal home.
Yeah, I think he kind of lulled him to sleep.
Silas Richmond, the trigger man in the center of this power play, whips it wide. Shot that kills the penalty. Shot saved by Good. Reedy, 37 in white. Wilson in the middle. Cass Freeman whips it, shoots. Wimmer comes down to the left. Shot saved by Good. James Matton, one of the senior captains, finds inside. Suchek just whistles at age. Head up. Draws a double of purple jerseys. 5 seconds. Feed in front. Petramala's shot. It just has enough juice to get over the goal line. Smith looked like he got a piece of it with his foot, but it trickles in, and Carolina, with only 1.9 seconds left in the first quarter, go up 7-1. All time for career goals here in Chapel Hill. Pretty elite company once again.
Is seeing the ball, and they're giving him good shots to look at.
Face off.
Yeah, I agree. He's dynamic. He's disruptive. You know,
got to get on number 77 though, and you can see Smith having a conversation with Luke Grove. Somebody missed an assignment there, and when you leave 77 with that much time and space, that's typically going to be a turn and rake.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they discussed in the huddle, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't on the list. Don't play 77 is out here coming soon.
Wheeling and dealing, Mason Suchek does just that. The whirling dervish into low to high rocket solves Brady Smith once again. It's 9-1.
Great offensive possession there by Carolina, and you know, the end of it was just a strong individual effort, but I think
we will break it all down at halftime. Dom Petramala, hesitation move, lets it go again, and he ties the all-time goal record here at the University of North Carolina.
Pretty play here.
Trying to do that, and then he came back and was like, you know what, I'm going to give lacrosse.
He did a ton of lacrosse in the last couple of years, so he's trying to raise his IQ level and some of his technique.
Macaluso, turnaround jump shot, and a little bit of extracurricular after the play. Hager up, had him locked up, flag flies. Ball's loose, top to Doherty. Doherty gets it, let's fly, and there's...
Take their time and look for a high quality shot.
Dom Petramala whistles, cocks it back, gets it out top. UAlbany now, back to...
attack dominated team in terms of where they were initiating. Now they're starting out more in the midfield and get the ball down to the attack after that.
Dom Petramala just drags from that left alley above goal line extended and sticks it for now a school record. 129th career goal, the most in North Carolina.
Toll here with just under 2 minutes left in the half.
Harshbarger uses the pick set by Petramala, who gets it back. Feed in the middle, the shot rings off the crossbar. The throwback, Bear thought about it. Behind the back, shot, save. Brady Smith, purple, getting a run on short stick D mid for the UAlbany Great Danes. Feed in front, it's Petramala, kisses the lower corner. 7 goals for double number 7, Dom Petramala. He has had an incredible first half.
Yeah, there's a lot of things he's good at, and I think one of the more underappreciated elements of his game is the timing of his cuts. Neeson kind of falls asleep a little bit. Carolina's 6th in the country in terms of time of possession. Albany's 14th in the country in terms of, you got the shot clock violation.
10 seconds. It's Silas, shot inside and a goal. That is Kevin Carney. Great individual effort with short time. We thought we might see a little bit of the senior out of Ballston, New York on attack. We do. Beautiful roll dodge, gets his stick topside and solves Kent Good.
Incredible play there. I'm not sure this pass was...
On back plays it back, and the first 30 minutes of action is in the books. A dominant performance by the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah, no doubt, all 5 phases.
Back 110, and then you see the saves and the goals by Dom Petramala. Scott Marr and his UAlbany.
Goals scored at the same rate. They can't just have Carolina get all those possessions from left shoulder the rest of the day.
Another save from Smith. Petramala, he does, flips it off. Suchek is underneath, the pass down low. Brevin Wilson, 1-on-1 5-hole. Carolina gets the party started here in the second half. Their 13th of the game. Got to be able to go from defense to offense when you get a stop, and that failed clear from Leif Hagerup. Gets to the middle of the field, over to Petramala, winds up, fires it, goes wide. Cheese curds and gravy on fries. Oh, that was a rocket from Dom Petramala. His 8th goal of the game, bar down, and the Tar Heels continue to roll.
Wow. That was impressive. And I said earlier how some of the time, a lot of the time, other guys are creating the offense for him. And unfortunately for Albany, they got a switch. Petramala's on ball, off ball, slide decisions.
Feet in front, the twister is in the back of the net. Ryan Doherty gets his name on the score sheet. Great handle, little twister action, is able to solve Kent Good.
Great look here.
Their past couple of visits into the NCAAs, another goal from Anthony Rayo, ringing off the pipe. You can hear it all the way in our broadcast position. Rayo having himself a day.
Their career, and you know, Liam Gleason being the
times, and Liam Gleason gone but not forgotten.
Yeah, incredible.
Pfeiffer paints the corner. What a shot. Alex Pfeiffer, his 2nd goal of the contest, and that's a beauty.
Great individual effort. We were speaking earlier about how Carolina was not sliding to some of these midfield and short stick matches.
16 for North Carolina now, 4. Parker Hoffman from Parker McDonald. Right out of the break. Number 4 in white takes the feed. He's the special wing man on the face-off. Sophomore out of Old Saybrook, Connecticut, gets his 4th tally of the season. Last couple years as Petramala winds up. That went off the kisser of Brady Smith. The rebound from Matt Reedy.
They really weren't. And again, credit to UNC. All 5 phases, they were clean and sharp. And here we go again.
Petramala, another one off the cut. He ties the all-time record for goals in an NCAA tournament game with his 9th on the afternoon.
And they're all left-handed, and I've been accused multiple times of forcing them to play left-handed, which is not the case.
Brock Geraci takes the feed from Matt Reedy and finds the back of the cage. Geraci, the freshman out of Austin, Texas, his 3rd goal of the season. Transition passing, transition lacrosse at its finest.
Yeah, this is just the Carolina.
Roa, Michael Leo. Tough task for the Bulldogs in the dome.
They don't have to sub, and they can get in and take that away.
Andrew Price swimming through the Albany defense. Nice save by seconds left to go. Will Carolina push it? They will. Brock Geraci, feet in front, shot to score. Kaz Friedman, the short stick defensive midfielder, the freshman out of Los Angeles, California, takes the feed, pots it, and Carolina continues to excel.
Yeah, great story.
Clock runs out, and it continues to be a dominant effort by the North Carolina Tar Heels. Colin Hannigan taking the face-off for the Tar Heels. New York saving 40% on the season. Don Petramala, there it is, NCAA record, number 10 for number 77. He stands alone not only on the all-time career list here at North Carolina for goals, but now he sits atop the record books for goals in an NCAA tournament game.
Just a textbook catch and release. Any young kids out there watching, he just catches it in rhythm. You know, resting your starters, getting, you know, that second and third midfield line, a little bit of run if you need to.
Shot and a goal. Doherty with his second, number 1 in purple. Josh Marcus, the new North Carolina goaltender. 20-5 is our score.
Position, and so I actually appreciated what Coach Bresci said, that we want to take some pressure UAlbany of goals, and then other than that, he did his job. They played good defense, you know.
Taden Boltman gets underneath the Albany defense, wins the one-on-one matchup, and slams it home. The senior on graduation day gets his name in the record book. Date for the prom. Taden Boltman. Great individual effort.
Yeah, really.
Geraci over to Price, little stutter step, spins back, shot, finds the back of the net. Andrew Price puts up goal number 22 for North Carolina.
Great possession here by the Tar Heels, right? There was some flow to it. You know, they got the ball across to the backside there, and Price with a...
Talk about Army, that offense led by the Plunkett brothers. Evan Plunkett, shot saved by Pope, gets to the middle of the field, winds up, shoots, just goes wide. 7.
Coach Petramala's defense. Yeah, that'll be a big factor in next week.
Nico Carezzo's right-handed rocket right over the shoulder. UNC's 50th shot of the game yields their 23rd tally. Here we get a look at Owen Duffy, all smiles, knowing that his boys took care of business in his absence.
Carezzo's great play. Left-handed kid, sweeps to his left hand, played good defense against him, comes back to his right hand, gets side,
goes awry. Geraci picks it up, feed inside. Owen Dixon behind the back and scores. Wow. Nifty goal from Owen Dixon. Feed comes from Brock Geraci. And North Carolina has put up 2 dozen.
That's just a great lacrosse play, to be honest with you. Geraci's been playing great.
Scott Marr about TD Erlin, because he's facing an Erlin type.
Truly passionate about the game. You know, he and I don't think have missed. We don't care. Great.
They were hand. I remember Dan Hardy. That guy was a handful.
Yep.
Nice save. Shot and a goal. UAlbany will not go away. They will fight to the final whistle. Beautiful shot. And that is McComber, the lefty, sticking it, making it 24-6. But it broke early for the Tar Heels.
No doubt. We talked earlier in the week about how the start of this was going to be really important, and sure enough, it played out that way. Carolina came out of the gates flying and never looked back.
Kent Good, his first career start, was a one to remember as the North Carolina Tar Heels advance to the NCAA quarterfinals. Hofstra next weekend. They will face the